I'm Lisa Doyle with Sereno, and welcome to my Monday market update. I wanted to give you all some information, and we get questions from clients daily on the market. What's the market doing in our East Bay, and where are we likely to see it headed? So I'm going to be every Monday just giving you an update from what's been going on this last weekend, what's happening in our East Bay statistically, what do we see as far as the trends, and market conditions moving forward. So a couple things I want to share with you as far as the East Bay is concerned. So we always look at our East Bay as a pretty broad area. It's all the way down to Livermore, the 580 interchange from Livermore, Pleasanton, all the way down to the 680 corridor, which leads us through, San Ramon, Danville, Alamo, all the way to Walnut Creek, Concord, Martinez, the 24 Clip, which is that La Miranda area, all the way down through Walnut Creek, down to Clayton. So it's a pretty large circle. So you'll get an idea of, where we've been. And so what I'm going to do today is address a few things that make a difference as far as our market. The pended and active ratio is a big deal as far as supply and demand. It gives you some trends on where's the market more heated and where are we seeing the most activity in the market, and then a little bit about the high-end market, which has been a big surprise this year, which the numbers will surprise you. So I want to share with you. So our East Bay, back when the market, just to give you a little perspective, back when the market had hit the very bottom, back in 2011, we had over 2,400 active listings in that area I just described. And at that time, there were only about 800 that were pending. So here we are in a very different, completely heated market. Back then, obviously the bottom today has been, in my 34 years, I have never seen such a heated, crazy seller's market. I've seen good markets, good cycles, but this has been the most heated. I want to give you guys some data. So in our area, in the entire East Bay, with that whole area we just discussed, there are only 640 active homes on the market right now. There are 947 pending. And what's interesting, if you go back to last year, first half of the year, obviously that's a little bit unfair because for a few months we were closed down, but I still want to give you the comparison because it'll share with you what's going on in 2021 as far as numbers are concerned. So the first half of the year this year, 4,958 homes have closed escrow in our East Bay. Last year at that same time, 2,976. But the data that's the most example of what today's market is seeing is the higher end. So if you look at back at 2020, we only had 176 houses closed escrow the first half of the year that were over 2 million. So far this year, we've had 979 homes over the 2 million mark close at our East Bay. And even more so, this is even a better example of, again, the high end, which we don't tend to see that many homes selling over 3 million. But last year in 2020, only 33 houses sold over 3 million, whereas so far this year in 2021, we've had 170 homes over 3 million. So obviously the higher end has been dramatically impacted. And you'll see that with the Blackhawk market. Last year, or even like end of 2019, the market was very active and yet a little softer. There were 50 houses for sale at one time and just in the Blackhawk community, and there were only about 8 or 9 pending. Right now we have less than 10 active, and typically you're looking at 20 to 30 selling at any one time. So the market has just taken a complete shift as far as the active and pended, which of course everyone's been watching and seeing that, but the statistics are, this is the number that we like to pay close attention to, because even in 2019, we had more active than pending, and since then, it's completely been the reverse. So I want to give you some examples of a few of the cities in our area. So San Ramon, there are 60 active listings and 117 pending. So again, a complete reversal. The most heated market in our area, or the hottest area, has been Dublin. Right now, there's only 55 active listings and there's 130 pending. Danville, 54 active, 85 pending, so a little bit closer to an even, although still very active. Pleasanton, 66 active, 100 pending. And the Concord area, just to give you a sense of that part of the East Bay, 121 active and 181 pending. So what does this mean? We are still in a very heated market. Many people were expecting that we would hit the second half of the year a little softer. Our market has what we might call stabilized in the last couple of months. But when I say stabilized, all I mean by that is the prices now have become at what we used to see the market being driven up to, and now people are asking those numbers. So just because we don't see 25 or 30 offers on a house doesn't mean that the market is not still very active. It's a very good, strong, demanded seller market. And where do we think the market's going to head? Personally, in our East Bay, there's a few factors that are driving this market. It's all the demand coming from the South Bay, people that can now work from home. They work in the tech industry, they're high paid, that those tech companies are thriving. So the employees are high paid. Those people are working from home. They are flocking to the suburbs. And I don't see that changing anytime soon in our area. I think the factor that could allow some maybe hesitancy moving forward might be interest rates could be rising. And I think inflation could start to show itself in the real estate market, meaning inflation and other things that we purchase. We're seeing that, food and gasoline and different costs going up. So if that continues, we might see a little bit of a shift in interest rates, but we'll see. But for now, here we are, middle of August. Our market is very active. The last thing I want to share with you is every Monday I'm going to give you an update on where we are with open houses, because as you all know, about a month and a half to 2 months ago, we got the right to do open houses back. For that whole year and a half, we weren't allowed. Now we are. Open houses this last weekend, talking to all my realtor friends, and the open houses that we held, we're seeing good, steady traffic. I think buyers are getting a little bit more confident that open houses are safe. Everyone has, strict protocol. We wear masks, and we keep everyone safe. So buyers, if you're out there, feel free to come on out. The houses are open. We did see steady traffic. I don't think we're seeing the hordes of buyers that people might be thinking are out there in the market. Again, maybe a little bit of caution because of COVID. We'll see. But right now, things are looking very strong. If you have any personal needs or questions about your specific house or your plans, I'm so happy to help you. I can guarantee you that in our business, Greg and I and our team, we will outwork anyone to get the job done for you at the highest level. So we would be honored to help you. Call me if you have questions. My name is Lisa Doyle, and I look so forward to seeing you soon. Take care.